And hello and welcome to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, also known as Dandy, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, Beer Goggles 21. And welcome back to the stream, folks. Happy Friday, one and all. Friday cheers to you, to your parents, to your friends, close allies, former roommates, this and that. It is a day to celebrate for us all. So thank you so much for being here. Very much appreciated. Where was I going with this? Of course, let me go ahead and introduce my partner in crime over here, over yonder. You can see him right there. He knows exactly what he's being referenced. I don't even need to say his name anymore. That is, of course, Churro, my corgi boy of 7. Partner in crime, sometimes runs the stream. People do love to see him. Of course, today we are playing Elden Ring, which has been our Friday game for some time now. And yeah, I gotta say, I've been basically hitting my face against the wall these last few sessions, and today is probably no different. So sit back, enjoy, relax, have some chats with Ales. But before we get started with the game proper, let's actually go ahead and talk about what's on tap today by bringing up the Ales cam over here. This one is Coronado Brewing's. It's a crossover between Coronado Brewing and Humble Sea, known as Capt'n Surf, and it is a hazy IPA. Let's actually bring it over here instead. Okay. So as you can see, that is Capt'n Surf right there, a close acquaintance of Captain Crunch, and he's got a surfboard, of course, which means that therefore he must be a surfer. Kind of like how I used to wear elbow pads in college, and people used to think that I did extreme sports. I like the pastels on this one. I like the thick borders on the drawings. I think it's a. I wish that I knew like art styles enough to know what you would actually call this. But yeah, it's very becoming. It basically calls to you, very captivating. I like it. It's nice. Now, what exactly is a hazy IPA? You might be wondering to yourself. Well, a hazy IPA is a type of IPA that rather than using its hops for evil, which is what most traditional IPAs do, they are not as bitter. They actually have basically the same amount of hop content, but rather than using the majority of those hops during the boiling process, what they do is they'll take a good chunk of those and throw them in during the fermentation process, a process known as dry hopping. And what that allows the beer to get enhanced with are the floral and flavor notes from hops themselves. And hops can be very flavorful. They don't just have to be incredibly bitter. So I very much enjoy them. They're also relatively thick in comparison to standard IPAs, and that is because they are unfiltered. What you have in the fermentation tank is largely what you end up in your glass. Hops, specifically in the hazy IPA category, are very citrus rich. You got some good tropical fruits there, things like pineapple, things like mango, things like grapefruit. All in all, the package makes it for a very juice-like experience. I definitely enjoy them. You still have some of that bitterness, I'm not gonna lie. You still have some of that bitterness, but it's not grand. It's actually very complimentary. That is why I enjoy hazy IPAs. Excuse me. I feel like I keep having to cough and I don't do it. Let's go ahead and start with some water. Okay. Well, hopefully that appeases the senses. Let's actually go ahead and see what Untapped has to say on this particular question. And if we could just move over to here, pull this screen over here. Okay, and this is Capt'n Surf by Coronado Brewing and Humble Sea Brewing company, which is actually out here in Half Moon Bay. It's an IPA. It's a New England slash a hazy. Whenever you see a New England IPA, that's generally synonymous with hazy IPAs. I've also seen them being called foggy IPAs, which is, I don't know, it's kind of like a nice sweet name. Not too much information here other than it is a 7% alcohol by volume. Let's actually go ahead and taste this thing. Yeah, so, funny thing, just as I was about to get ready to stream, I actually decided to do my hair because I like to fix my hair on Fridays for stream. I get here, I start doing the basic setup for things, and I realize that my Chrome window is not responding, and I start refreshing, open new Chrome windows, refresh Chrome windows that were already on, and of course what happens is that my internet was out, and I said, well, okay, how long is this gonna last? I started to panic because I don't know if you heard me yesterday, but I really don't like to cancel streams. Like, I literally make time to stream in my schedule. I have a very busy day. I'm not gonna compare notes with anybody. This is not a competition, but I have very busy days, and I set time away to stream. And so when something beyond my control makes it so that I can't stream, it frustrates me to no end, and I was already thinking that I would just have to cancel. Fortunately, the internet came back within the next 15 minutes, which was actually relatively quick. I'm surprised. Anyways, this is what we have over here. We are using our German Stein glass, of course. As you can see, this is relatively translucent. You can't really see through it very much. It's very hazy. You got a rich, thick, foamy head over here. Very strong notes of mango, very much like the color of this particular beer. Very good sweetness on it. A little bit of cream, which is surprising and impressive. I'm very light on the bitterness. I want to say that it's mostly a mango flesh aroma, but then you got mango peel, which also brings in some of the bitterness. I don't know if you've ever had mango peel. I have, and it's an interesting bag. Famine Ale, dear viewer, thank you so much for being here. And just such a mellifluous concoction. Robust body, I want to say a 4 out of 5 in terms of body composition. Relatively thick, good taste of sweetness. I want to say some of that milkiness that I detected, creaminess, is not really in the taste. Very strong mango. I want to say that mango flesh is the majority of the flavor. Very light again on the bitterness. I feel like the aroma of the beer actually very well matches the taste, which is not something that I can say for most beers. It goes down smooth. It does hit the bitter receptors towards the end, but again, it's kind of like an on and off switch. It doesn't necessarily linger there. I want to say that it is the sweetness with which the beer hits you that stays the longest. Instead of, in terms of an after aroma, you actually get some herbal notes, maybe a little bit of green tea there, which is kind of interesting whenever you're having one of these hazy IPAs. I generally detect that green tea after aroma whenever I have something that has a good concentration of hops. So this is nice. I would certainly love to have it on a hazy beach day. Let's go ahead and give this one a rating. First time around, 3.5 stars is our rating for today. And Land of the Free, my butt. But yeah, that is what we will be enjoying for the rest of the stream. Before we get started, of course, we do have a question of the night. What was the last memorable mistake you made? Excuse me. Notice that I'm not asking what is the biggest mistake you've made, nor am I asking what is the last mistake you made. I'm asking what's the last memorable mistake that you made. And the reason for that is because everybody makes mistakes every single day, no matter who you are. but some of them you tend to remember. Let me go ahead and get the game started, and I will talk about mine in case anybody is actually interested in this nonsense. But yeah, but with that, let's move into Elden Ring. And where is Elden Ring? Oh, let me turn on the volume. Okay, there we go. So my last memorable mistake, or at least the one that came to mind, which still haunts me to this day, is I was entered this I hope you're well. What was I going on about? So I entered this stream, and the streamer that was actually hosting the stream, and I'm not gonna name them because that would put everybody at how to say, on the hook for this thing. They were talking specifically about baking goods and brownies, and I said something along the lines of I prefer blondies because I do prefer blondies because I don't necessarily care for chocolate. And of course, I literally realized like half a second later that of course they were blonde, and they kind of just gave me this look in the sense that, you know, did I actually mean to like hit on them? And I, you know, and you know, obviously she questioned it, which was absolutely her right. I completely apologized. I said that I did not mean that. That I actually do not care for chocolate, and that was the end of that. And then they were pretty understanding. But I thought it was I thought it you know, I thought that that could have been a very grave mistake. And you know, every time I mention the baked good blondies, I have to think about who I'm saying that to. And that is probably the last memorable mistake that I think I can consider in my mind. All right, so what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Double entendre, no worry for it. Yeah, I think it's important to consider these things though. All right, we're fighting one of these Godskin nobles. One thing that I was actually looking up how to defeat this thing, because of course I refuse to figure out how to defeat them on my own. Is apparently they're weak to sleep, and so I want to see maybe if I can potentially use a sleep spell. I don't know if I have sleep spells, but it's a possibility. Great heal, lightning spear, honed bolt. I wish these things actually told you how much power they carry. Poison mist, flame cleanse me. We probably don't need that in this specific situation. Let's see what's available to us. Urgent heal, small amount of HP. Cure poison, magic fortification, flame for rejection. Shadow bait, creates a shadow that lures the aggression of foes off human build. Assassin's approach. Golden vow. The golden vow, protection of the earth tree, increases affinity damage negation. Blessing of the earth tree. Okay, so none of those are really what we're looking for. Electrify armament, catch flame, flame sling. The fun thing about catch flame is that you can actually use it to imbue your weapons with flame ability, bestial vitality. So clearly we don't have the ability to make foes fall asleep, which is fine. The next thing that we can do instead is we can actually use sleep pots, which is probably the better option given the fact that we don't want to be too close to those enemies in order to make them fall asleep. And I think that they become resistant after a while, so maybe try and use them during the second part of the fight. Maybe, possibly. Sleep pot. So let's Seems like we have a exceedingly rare to find. Are they? I have 50 of them. Let's go ahead and make 10 of them. Oh, it's limited by the number of cracked pots that I have, of course. So let's say that I have 5. That sounds good. Before I actually try to do that though, let me go ahead and number 1, attempt to summon support. I doubt that that's gonna really do anything. I don't think people are waiting here to try and help you fight the one Godskin noble. But you know what? Stranger things have happened. The other thing that I want to do is Stalwart Horn Charm. Maybe just remove this. No, I think that's fine. Let's see. Remove. Well, actually, we might have to run away from the thing. Wonders, physics. Is there a better physics that we can... Maybe there's a slightly better concoction that we can do for this section. Half of max HP and half of max FP. That's nice. So basically this is, if you were to put 2 of the same tier, it would just be 1 full flask. Boost stamina, stamina recovery, fire attacks, charge attacks for a time. Oh, I see. Briefly stops rune loss, temporarily reduces equip load, causes concoction to explode in mixed physic. What is that? You know what? Let's use a crack one, since I'll try and do a charged attack when I hit the creature. Hit the creature. All right, so let's just go there and try to see how well we can fight without using the pot. Let's try and hone our skills to make sure that we actually make it to the second phase of the fight. And there it is. Ouch. Oof. Wow, he just totally uppercutted me. Gotta stop panicking. Oh gosh, I thought that I had... I love how I just eat the flame. Ah, shield does nothing on those big attacks. Just that big belly. Come on. Just knocked me out. Oh, I totally blocked that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Well, I am still not able to reliably reach that mid-fight. I might just put the pots on to make sure that they are ready once I am able to do so. And I might also just give myself one more flask. I don't know that I'll ever be using magic for this particular fight, but you never know. You never know. Okay. Pastime. Equip a mount. We're not gonna use this Wraith Calling Bell. Yeah, that's unusual. Temporarily boost poise. The poise. Oh, what is that? Taunter's Tongue. I don't think I want to taunt anybody. Hey, where are the pots? Where are the pots, guys? There we go. Okay. And as I like to say, to your health. Ah, it's like a 3 or like a 4 almost. Oof. Shield. Ouch. Nice. That was a close one. Here we go. Wait, what? Why can't I? Oh my gosh. I seriously can't evade the... Okay, here we go. Let's do this. And we're gonna charge. Move out of the way. Move out of the way, friend. I can't. Down he goes. Let's do it. Boom. Yes. The strategy worked. We got a Godskin Noble Hood, Noble Robe, Noble Bracelets. Wow, we got the whole set. That's nice. I don't think I want to wear that, but I'll take it. That was a nightmarish fight. Okay. Now that was definitely not a boss, considering that there was no like life bar for it. So I assume that it might pop up again, but I can't imagine that we're gonna get the same exact equipment if it were to happen again. Definitely the saver in this situation was the sleep pots. That made a huge difference right there. Well, good. We are actually starting off with a victory, which is a lot more than we can say for most runs. You know, I really should replace my coaster. For some reason, it just sticks to the bottom of my glasses. I think at this point it's just become way too sticky. But yeah, all my love too long ago. Very nice. What am I doing here? Okay. So memorize spells, makes wondrous physics. I think that is a fine concoction right there. So then the next thing that we want to do, what do we want to do? There's definitely, we don't need to do this anymore, so I'm going to remove this marker. Right? Remove this house marker. There we go. We're basically done with this, so we're fine. There's a couple of other enemies that have eluded us, unfortunately. There's the death bird. I don't know if I want to really fight the death bird at this point. I honestly don't think that we had a good time with it. But maybe now that we are in a winning mood. I don't know that we're in a winning mood, but I am certainly feeling good about the victory. Maybe what I will do is I will challenge, what's his name? I could either go for the dragon fight, or instead, I could go challenge Godefroy, which is still a fight that it's just a rough fight. We're gonna do it for a while. Do that for a while. It's probably better to go to a different side of grace. I think this one is better. Godefroy. Okay, and there's that giant man. Giant man. Actually, maybe one thing that I should look into is if Godefroy has any particular weaknesses. Maybe he is also weak to sleep pots, right? That could be a thing. Let's see, Godefroy. Godefroy the Grafted. Weakness. Lightning and fire damage. He's weakest to lightning damage. His attacks, which are similar to Godric, include a rolling attack, sweeping combo, powerful grand slam, blocking and rolling at his attacks to punish his openings, or by repeatedly using rotten breath to poison him from a safe distance. Rotten breath, huh? Let's actually test how rotten breath works. I don't think I've ever given the time to... Oh, there goes my frame rate one more time. Let me... find that side of grace. Let me reset my system. I feel like this is a common thing for me running this game. I feel like it used to be a lot better for some reason in the past. But I don't know, I feel like in recent times it's gotten more fragile. Low, just set them at low. Yes. And return to the title screen. I feel like I didn't used to have to reset the game as often as I do before, even though technically speaking the computer should have received updates, the game should have received updates. I don't know about you, but I'm not feeling 22. The next nightmare says, the outfit is top tier. Well, I'm glad you like it, the next nightmare. By the way, is that makes sense, right? The next nightmare. I like it. Thank you for the compliments. I hope you're having a delightful Friday. I also like this outfit. I was definitely thinking of purchasing a couple more like these, or similarly themed, because people do seem to enjoy them. They certainly do all the heavy lifting when it comes to the panache here. Okay, so hopefully the frame rate is better on this one. Okay, so Rotten Breath, or is it Poison Mist? Oh, Rotten Breath is... I don't think I even have it. Press that side of... I keep forgetting that that's not the Y button. Memorize spell. Cure poison. I'm going to assume that maybe Rotten Breath is a completely different ability. I feel like incantations have so much smaller range than the mage variants, and I guess that's by design. I assume that mages need to fight at a distance. Summons those lost in death. Tibius summons. That's kind of fun. Offensive incantations, support incantations. Okay, so we might just stick to lightning. We do like lightning around here, especially from Final Fantasy 13. If I were to actually do Poison Breath though, it would look like this. It's just the slowest thing in the world, isn't it? I mean, come on. So slow. Like, I wouldn't be able to get next to Godefroy if I did that. Lightning Spear is nice because it's very fast. It's very fast. And then we got Honed Bolt, which takes a little bit longer, but it's supposed to be stronger, I think. What if we hit that person right over there? I don't think we're gonna reach him. Honestly, I don't think we want to hit that person. He's a giant. A giant, I say. So maybe we could prepare some pots of lightning, but maybe that doesn't make sense. Okay, let's go ahead and leave it at Lightning Spear, just in case we need it. Let's go ahead and take off these pots. We don't actually need those. How do we remove? Don't need this either. Raises robustness. Greatly boosts non-physical damage negation. Are there any other charms which are better than this? Spout Drake. Raises focus. HP, stamina, attributes, but also increases damage taken. Now, why would I want any of that? Raises intelligence. Oh wow, it raises it by 5 points, which is probably would allow me to do a number of magic spells if I really wanted to. Great Turtle Talisman. Maximum stamina. Some of these are pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, we're currently wearing maximum equip load, another equip load, non-physical damage negation, which is just magic in general. Maybe we should replace that one with something different. Stamina reducing attacks against blockers, enhances charge attacks. Maybe this one, because we do try to charge our attacks, or final hit of chain attacks. What is this? Raises the potency of arts enjoying perfume. Breath attacks. Raises holy attack but lowers damage negation. Ooh, what is all this? Raises attack power when HP is low. Raises defense when HP is low. Okay, these are cool. Some of these are actually got from the Deathbirds. Let's see. Defense when HP is maximum. Critical hits. Conceals wear while crouching away from foes. Maybe let's go with raises defense when HP is low. There we go. Which we absolutely will need because our health will definitely go low. Go for low. By the way, I never actually attempted to see if any of the Godskin equipment was better. So let's see, compare details, sort. Let's sort. Damage negation. Still Lionel's Home is the best. Banished Knight. But that would give us into heavy equip load. Which is unfortunate. Maybe we can, I really don't like the Imp Wolf Head. I think it's stinky. I think I grow weary of it. What about this? Mausoleum Knight Armor.
Of course!
Of course, it is stinky. Godskin Noble. So it definitely protects you against magic, which is nice. Lionel's Armor. Once again, top tier defenses. Godric Gauntlets. Everything that you can wear from Lionel I can't wait to increase my endurance, or what do you call it? Equip load, or whatever that rating is. Lionel's Graves. Okay, I guess we're just keeping what we have. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's go fight that Godric. You got it, Rick. I should have just called in Torrent in here. Okay, let's go. Into the greatest fight I will ever know. You know, I think about it, and I can't imagine that I would have ever beaten the game had it been Godefroy instead of Godfrey in that first Legacy dungeon. And there it is, the Eva Jail. The Eva Jail. I'm pretty sure I've gotten Godric or Godefroy fairly low. I've just never actually pulled a finishing move. Okay. Let's get into the zone, as they say. No point in rushing the person. Oh, look at that, we didn't even hit. Ouch. I try to block it. Nice. Ouch. I got punished for being greedy there. Jump and jump. At least I know that part. I know that part. Let's go. And jump again. I like the fact that he just digs twice. Is he coming? Watch out. Watch out. Jump, jump, jump. Oof. Jump. Ooh, I can't believe I got hit on that one. Clear your mind of Whimsy. Oof. And I rushed him when I clearly should have just kept my distance on that one. Ooh, that was painful. But I thought that was a good fight thus far. I thought that wasn't too bad. Ah, this coaster is killing me. Okay, and just in case anybody's wondering, we are enjoying Capt'n Surf by Humble Sea and Coronado Brewing. Okay. Oh, I had the decency to leave my runes outside. I guess that's one nice thing about Ever Jails, is just this idea that you can just pick up your runes later. I wish I was doing more damage, honestly. We just have to be patient with this fellow. Jump, jump, jump. What a rich laughter. Let's go. Oh wow, I was so certain that I finished the roll properly. Here we go. That is crazy. The reach on that axe is wild. What are you doing, friend? Jump. And jump again. Beautiful. Move. Ouch, why did I just stand there like a fool? It's never a single shot. Move out of the way. Why is there a statue? Let's go. Oh, that was a close one. Ouch. I keep getting blocked by a random statue over here. Just the range on that is crazy. Oh wow, why did I just wasted that energy? Let's go. Ooh, I got punished for being greedy. And jump. Jeez, I didn't know that he went for the 3. Like 2 axes. Jump. He just held it there. Let's go. Oh gosh, he got me good. Drink the potion, drink the potion. Let's go. Oof. Ah, this blasted statue. Ooh. Got him. Wolf's kiss. I love it. That was a test of patience. Jeez. We got the Godefroy icon. Beautiful. What does that do? And I know that you can't possibly tell it, but my my circulation is in dangerous levels here. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I freed your prisoner. They are no longer with us. Let me find. Well, number one, we no longer need this icon. So marker. Very nice. So what's our next target here? Don't you dare remove all markers. What is our next target here? What are we thinking? Go for 3. Actually, maybe let's do something completely different now. One boss that I've been having trouble with is what is his name? The Lightning Captain. Captain Nile. And if you saw me 2 streams ago, you probably saw me struggling against them. And of course, it's not just that first phase where he meets you with 2 knights. He also just has very strong attacks, as most Elden Ring bosses do, of course. And so the idea here is maybe I need to find something to repel lightning. So let me see if I can. I know that there's an item that probably helps. Lightning. Uses lightning attacks from his prosthetic leg. That is powerful. Let's put Elden Ring. Lightning. Defense. Lightning defense. Lightning talisman. It's funny because I Google these things and they lead me to completely different. Oh, scorpion talent. Lightning scorpion charm or bolt drake talisman. Reduces lightning damage by 13%. So how do I find this thing? Provide the following. Stormvale Castle. So do I not already have that? That's a little unusual. Let's see. Equipment. That's a little surprising. Oh, so Godfrey's icon is actually charge spells and skills. And that actually makes a lot of sense because he definitely charges his attacks, very much like Margit. I also charge my attacks, but I think I'm a more agreeable chap than Margit. So it says it should be here in Stormvale Castle. When you reach the main castle grounds where you fight the Lion Guardian, head inside to the room with the armored statues. Okay, so let's head back to Stormvale Castle, unless I do actually have it. Flame Drake, Spell Drake. Yeah, so let's look for this Lightning Drake. When you reach the main castle grounds where you fight the Lion Guardian. I don't even remember fighting any Lion Guardian in Stormvale. But let's look for that. Let's see. I guess at this point we just go through the main gate. Nothing theoretically speaking should be strong enough to challenge us, but you know what? Stranger things have happened. Once I reach like the 40,000 mark, I might just try to force a level up because again, as you can imagine, don't really want to lose that. Oh gosh. Move out of the way. I forgot about that. That's a thing. Oh, but they're not very strong. I might be able to rush in if I can use I was about to say Stormbreaker, but that's a weapon. That's not my horse. My horse is Tornado. No, my horse is also not Tornado. No, don't drink that. There's no need for that. Let's rest at the site of grace. So it seems that I cannot actually call on my spectral steed. Maybe I can do my spell to like hide in the shadows? No, I don't think it's available to me. Who is firing at me? Is it those chumps right there? I'm so surprised we can't just call on Torrent. This is waving his arm. You know what? Let's try the main route here. I'm gonna shield up. Move. Let's call on my boys. Where are my boys? Hey. I can't get up. Come on, dude. I need to stop focusing on them. I need to get somewhere safe so that I can actually summon. Okay. Foolish. Nice. They're killing my boys. Let's get those ballistas. Where's the other one? Are there more ballistas that I should be afraid of? I can't face this person. Ah, the ballista's still going. Where are they? Let's kite them. Oh, wonderful. I hit the wall, basically. I wish the boys had a command where you just... Watch out. Stay behind the ramparts. Where are those bolts coming from? Okay, let's stop focusing on the small picture here. Such an annoying thing. Where are they? There they are. Okay, and then there's one more up there. Smithing stone, nice. No, come on. Okay, can we actually lightning them? Oh, beautiful. They are down. Hopefully that's the last of the ballistas. Where are my boys? Would you all just like gather around so I can heal you? It's so silly. Whoa, thank you so much for the follow. Why does it still say ale pack? That is weird. Streamlabs, you got it wrong. Of course, follows are anonymous. Feel free to introduce yourself or forever hold your peace. No, don't. Why are you using this? Why would you use that to fight them? They will never learn. Okay, boys, while I have you here, can you please just hang out so I can heal you? Thank you. Stop fighting everybody. Welcome, Virva Valkia. Let me know if there's a better way to address you as. Thank you so much for popping in. Here's hoping that you're having a delightful Friday. Okay, so we're gonna heal our magics. And then we're going to try and heal everyone. You can tell I'm a really good spellcaster because I remember exactly what button I need to press to cast spells. Virba or Valkia is fine. Okay. Thank you so much for answering that. But yeah, are you a fan of the Elden Rings? Is that why you chanced upon us? No, wait. I think. Oh my gosh, ads are starting very soon. I'm sorry, ads are starting very soon, and I just missed the snooze button, so I might be cut off in this conversation. But I believe you're a team member. Let me know if that is the case, because I'm pretty sure I've seen you in Discord. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're probably gonna go into ads right now. Sorry about that. Yeah, ads are starting soon. I might as well just go into my Be Right Back screen. Here's hoping that nobody decides to assault me while I'm doing that. Let me find a safe spot to hide in. Oh, here's good. There, right by the side of Grace. No, don't disappear. Don't disappear. Stay with me. Stay with me, friends. Okay. Now, as I was about to say, we will be right back with more Elden Ring. I love the lore, but I can't do Souls-likes. But yeah, I'm Fresh Fruit. Well, welcome, Fresh Fruit. You know what? Let me try and do this before we actually go on break. Anybody what? I'll repeat it. You know what? It's already going. It's already going. I'll be back. And hello and welcome back to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, also known as Dandy, gentleman streamer, the excellence of in execution, the no throne Cicerone. And we're playing Elden Ring today. Virva, I don't know if you're still hanging out. But yeah, apologies. I was actually trying to like hit the shouties button, and then it just cut me to ads, and then I was just like, oh. And then I was just like, does this count like a faux pas? It kind of counts like a faux pas. Yeah. But yeah, once again, anybody watching this little old stream right now, any member of my community that might be watching a VOD perhaps, or maybe you found this particular stream in a time capsule, kindly consider checking out the Verva Valkia, last seen playing Date Everything. You know, I've seen a number of streamers play that game. Is it actually a dating sim? I've never actually like taken the moment to see what it's about, but it seems like a lot of folks are having fun with it. So if you'd like to share, definitely feel free, but don't let me hassle you. Don't worry about it, and thank you for the shout out. Yeah, you're most welcome. Always try to make folks feel at home when I can. Okay, so we're still looking for this Bolt Drake talisman, and apparently it's at a specific site of grace, if I recall correctly. It is, but also a relationship puzzle solver. I feel like a mediator more than dating people. Oh, okay. That's an interesting genre. I guess maybe I should just check out a trailer and make up my own mind. I have definitely played my share of dating simulators because why not? But this one definitely seems to have a slightly different take on the formula. But yeah, I guess Souls-likes are not necessarily your cup of tea. Do you enjoy certain particular games? How come I don't know Stormvale Main Gate? I don't think I've ever seen this particular side of grace. But I don't want to lose my boys yet, so I'm gonna check out the rest of this castle, or at least the rest of the gate first before going in there. Boys, come on down, boys. I should probably crouch. Look, there's a person right there waiting to destroy me. And there's a fluffy dog right over there too. Come on, boys. Let's go through this side first. Let's not face them. No, stop. Come over with me. I am your friend. I called you to this battle. See, there's a woolly dog over there. The woolly dogs are kind of crazy. I like RPGs and dark fantasy exploration. Some of my favorite games are Hellblade, The Midnight Walk, Vampire. How about you? I know that those are... I think a few of those are indie titles, aren't they? I think, I'm squarely... I definitely enjoy JRPGs mostly. Turn-based. But then, of course, I do enjoy playing Baldur's Gate a lot, which I don't know really qualifies as that. Oh, it's like a lion monster. All right, let's fight the lion monster. I'm sure we'll do all right. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But yeah, I also just play like just standard platformers, the Mario's 3D platformers. I guess my first Souls-like is Elden Ring, and I've been playing it for like 3 years now. So I must like it, right? I'm very afraid of it, but I do enjoy it. Let's sneak in. Let's be sneaky. Let's go. Yeah. Oof. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's not that strong, but it is pretty strong. Got him. Ooh, we got a somber smithing stone. And I can tell you right now that I would not have been able to pull that off had I not been able to do that wind up at the beginning, because it was hitting like a truck. Wow. I always say I never play platformers, and then somehow I end up playing folklore horror platformers all the time. I like indie titles, yeah. Folklore horror platformers. That's a vibe right there. I like it. I like it. I feel like it's through Twitch that I've been actually able to discover different game genres and titles that I would not have come across otherwise. And it's because people stream them, because people talk about them. I almost feel like I don't really need to keep up with like game news anymore. Even though I'm a very traditional gamer, I feel like I mostly go off of recommendations these days. So it's kind of cool that way. Okay, are there any more crazy monsters out here? Ooh, the knights. I bet we're gonna run in there. Oh wait, no, they're not enemies. Are they our friends? Visions of a precious item. Let's still walk slowly. I know something bad's gonna happen. You know, for the longest time... Oh no, my boys are disappearing. Ah, oh, so sad. Much love to you all. They're gone. And there's a site of grace right there. Is this something that we've activated before? I don't think so. New one. Pretty nice. So this is the Limgrave Tower Bridge, which is, I think, what the game was asking us to find. Bolt Drake Talisman. Tower Bridge. You'll find on a body that you can loot on the top of the first set of stairs, resting against a pillar on the left side. Okay. Sounds good. And then we can leave. Speaking of horror games, I think that's the thing we're looking for. Speaking of horror games, I was actually thinking, you know, I generally don't do like themed streams, like maybe for like my birthday or like Twitch anniversary. I'll play with community members, but for the most part, I stick to playing my current campaigns. And so I was thinking maybe this year I should do something different, and maybe for Halloween I should play something that's a little scary. Some kind of indie horror. Storm Hill. Castle on the Storm Hill. Like Ed Sheeran once said. Can we actually call on torrent? No, of course not. I'm surprised that even though I've gone through Limgrave... Sorry, not Limgrave. Stormvale. I've never actually explored most of the castle still. Uh-oh. I don't think that person likes me. Or that one over there. Let's get out of here, folks. Goodbye. Like AOL once said, goodbye. I would love to know what's on the other side, though. We got 34,000 runes. I don't want to waste them. Like I said, once we hit 40,000, I might just force a level up. Just force it. Oh, this music is so treacherous. I did want to try to clear this area, but I don't think I can do it with... Actually, let me see. If I go in here, will I be able to summon my dogs again? Wow, they actually followed. That's funny. Okay, we should be okay. Okay, so now we can summon, and of course the what do you call it? The lion is gone. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. It's a little scary. Not gonna lie. Even though these are supposed to be simple enemies, this is still a little bit scary. Whoa. What are you trying to do? Get away from the crossbow. Don't you dare shoot my pups. Hey. And there's that one over there. Got him. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Okay, good. Hooray for pups, right? Am I right? The next nightmare. Trina's Lily. Ooh, and some of these dropped some stuff. The only reason why I would even bother with collecting items from these folks is that every once in a while they'll drop equipment that I have not found before. Which is always a nice to have. It's a nice to have. Ah, let's go. No need to worry about that chump. I tell you what. No, they're disappearing. Okay, before we do that, I did want to check out that other storeroom. Let's just run for it. Goodbye, everyone. Ah, those things hit hard. Okay, there's a site of grace right there.
It's time to do.
I don't think we're facing any boss, but I appreciate the call back to Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. Ah, and some golden runes. Not bad. What is this place? This definitely seems like I'm surprised that even at this stage in the game we're still discovering sites of grace in visited locations. Suddenly I am 10 again. Yu-Gi-Oh got me into drawing. I mean it's very expressive art form. Thus I know that you know, these days a lot of anime have almost like a smooth and very safe look to them, and it's nice and it's pleasant, but I feel like before things like Yu-Gi-Oh, of course anything by Akira Toriyama just had its own very specific visual flair. And yeah, I didn't know that you were an artist, so that's really cool. Every time somebody talks to me about cards, I guess the card games that are currently at the forefront of everybody's interest is either Pokemon, Common or Simple Garb. It's either Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. And I'm just like, no, I think I'm just interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Actually, I don't play it. I used to have a bunch of cards. I don't really have them anymore. But if I were to go back to any card game, it'd probably be Yu-Gi-Oh! Whoa, wow. I got hit. I'm hit, everyone. I'm hit. Okay. No need to waste time here. Let's go to the next location. So we have the Bolt Drake Talisman. But what we actually need is a Bolt Drake Talisman +2 or something like that. I don't share it because my art is very personal to me, and yeah, and that's completely understandable. Which is why I didn't actually say like anything like, "Oh, show it to us." I understand that that's perfectly within everybody's rights to when they produce art, they don't have to show it to anybody. But thank you for clarifying that. I used to collect the Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid when everyone else collected Pokemon. See, I guess you're in the right company here, Virva. I don't know. It's just I think I enjoy Pokemon as a game, and maybe an anime, but I don't necessarily need it as a card game. I played it. I was just like, it's okay, it's fine. Let's go to Old Altus, this and that. Old Altus, which apparently gives us a Bolt Drake Talisman ×2. Did I hear 2 times Tuesday? And of course, in case anybody's wondering, today we are enjoying a delicious Cap'n Surf Hazy IPA from Coronado and Humboldt Sea. As I like to say, to your health. Tastes like a good time at the beach. Not that I'm a beach person. It's like, hey, I enjoy the idea of being at the beach. Do I actually like to visit it? No. Okay, so it's in Old Altus Tunnel. Let me find that. Old Altus Tunnel. Ah, go away. Bum, 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 bum. And that is in Elden Ring. It is in the Altus Plateau, of course. Oh my gosh, ads on my phone are gonna kill me. I love it that when you click away from the ad, it just takes away the website that you were looking at. Old Altus Tunnel is a mini dungeon. Can you show me the map location, please? Siri, show me the map. So it is in Altus Plateau, yes. Okay, I think I'm going to be able to find it. Let's see. I like to go to the beach when it's bad weather, so it's empty, and that's actually a nice thought. I definitely remember more when I was a younger person, the few times that I did visit the beach because of peer pressure, this and that. That my favorite days were hazy days at the beach. I'm not gonna lie though, I do like to walk by the beach with some hazy weather. That's nice. Okay, so Altus. Is it... Alright, Lux Ruins, Sage's Cave, Wyndham Ruins, Hermit Village, Perfumer's Ruins, Ravine Veiled Village, Altus Plateau. Is this Second Church of Marika? A bunch of windmills, apparently, which is a thing. I think it's because this part of the section of the map is not built. That's why I'm not seeing it properly. But yeah, it should theoretically be somewhere around here if I'm aiming correctly. So let me, maybe let me go here to the Erdtree Gazing Hill. And maybe that'll bring me closer to what I'm looking for. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So let's go over here and see what's up. Okay. So I think I'm gonna head north and hope for the best. Call on my trusty steed Torrent. I think I like Torrent more than a conventional horse because he basically just looks like a goat. Kind of just looks like a fuzzy goat. Now you can trust a fuzzy goat. Okay, and this is someplace. That's the Wyndham Ruins. Wyndham. Everything is a little deceiving in Altos Plateau simply because it's got a lot of elevation. And so, even though things might seem like they're right next to each other, they are most definitely not. Got some Stormhawk feathers. I bet you right now something is chasing me. Something foul is chasing me. If only there was a... Maybe I need to look at a different website to see how best to reach this location. Because I feel like I'm grasping at straws here. It could potentially be like right through this, the crag right over there, and that wouldn't help anybody. So maybe we go to Seathwater River. Sure, let's check it out. Let's go to the river. Oh, I remember this spot. But okay, you know what? I'm just gonna Google how to get to the old Altus tunnel. I feel like I'm wasting time here. How to get to old Altus tunnel? Okay. Central Altus Plateau. From the earth-tree-gazing hillside of Grace, make your way into the canyon to the east of Wyndham Ruins. So actually we were in the right spot. We were in the right spot. I think we needed to go down. Wouldn't be my first mistake. Actually, speaking of just hazy weather, today I decided to take my little boy Churro for a walk. I generally wouldn't take him out on a summer day, but today it's actually quite nice and foggy out there. Well, it's not foggy, it's just not, it's kind of overcast. And that was nice. We actually went for a jog. But he was way tired. He was so tired. So we go down into the ravine. That doesn't make sense. Could it be down there? Maybe. Here is me, right about to kick the bucket because I'm just gonna throw myself away. But hey, Ailes, maybe you shouldn't jump off. How about that? And Seathwater Village. No, those are the Lux Ruins. That's a Wyndham Ruins, and that is into the canyon to the east. Okay, okay. Consider the following. Submitted for your approval of the Midnight Society. I bring you Ailes is Lost again. If only there was just like a beacon or one of the... What does this say? What does this button do? I don't wanna be close to a cliff with Torrent Because I kid you not, every once in a while I'll just turn around with him, and then we'll just both fall into our doom. Behold death. Yes, you are right. To quote myself, you're not lost, you're exploring. I guess the only time that you are ever lost is if you stop exploring, right? Then you are actually just lost. I like that. I'm gonna have to steal it, Virva. But yeah, we're supposed to... So these are the Wyndham Ruins. It should be somewhere around here. Is there like a cave entrance that I'm not seeing? It says to go into the canyon, so maybe I was supposed to go down. Do this a little more quickly with Torrent. Exactly. So there's some ruins there. Is that an Everjail? No. But there seems to be friends over there. And by friends I mean enemies. I don't even know where the site of grace is anymore. Was it down that way? Oh yes, yes it is. Elden Ring is such an expansive world. I know that at this point there's probably more massive games, but I do not know of them. Mount Gelmir. Yeah, we're at the wrong we're at the wrong side of grace. We started here. Let's try this again. Let's ooh. Okay. So we're going down into the cliff, according to this. Travel to the Head north into the canyon to the east. Canyon curves left. Look for an imp seal on a mining tunnel. Okay, so at the very least we know that we have to find some kind of imp seal. That is one additional marker. And you know what'll be nice is the fact that we'll get to do a dungeon. I feel like we've been too focused on fighting bosses recently. So I think exploring will be nice instead. Spelunking, as they used to call it back in the old D&D days. Or was that spelunking? Calls them if you seize them. And all of these rock faces just look exactly the same. That's a feature, not a bug. Ooh, and there's a rider there. Like some kind of spectral rider. Oh, wow. Goodbye, sorry. Oh, there it is. This must be it. Yes. I don't have the stone keys that I need. We gotta go. We gotta go. Just move. Just move. Oh my gosh, just move. Where do I find stone sword keys? Ooh, look at that.
crystal buds. And there's a horse travel over here. I can't jump. This is bad. Ooh, okay. Safety, I think. Okay. I think we're good. That was stressful. It was probably less stressful because it was just a random troll. And more... There it is. Now it's in our map. I think it was more stressful simply because... I didn't want to lose the number of runes that I have. So we can't actually make it inside yet. Maybe what we do... Let me see how much runes we have. We have 35,000. We need 45,000 to level up. So maybe we can, I don't know, explore a bit before we go back. Try and level up. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we will go there. Let's go to all of these scary places where there's no map. Let's safely level up by going to all the scary places that have no location in the map. Let me go ahead and pour some more of this delicious beverage. Leave that there. And of course, oh my gosh, come on. There we go. And of course, even though this is a drinks-friendly stream, we highly advocate the consumption of water. Water, of course, is the element which brings life. Not only does it help you stay hydrated, regulate your metabolics, but also stave off the deleterious effects of alcohol consumption. So please drink up. That is high quality H2O. Okay. So what's over here? What's the story here? What's the story? Volcanic stones. It is so dark. It is so dark. Can we make it daylight, please? Yes, please. Let's is this a little bit better? I don't know if it's any better, but at the very least I can see. Oh my gosh, stop. So there seems to be stuff over there. I don't remember this area. Pick up some of these volcano stones. It's always good to have mushrooms. They actually allow you to craft sleeping pots, which, as you might recall from the beginning of this stream, are actually quite useful. And watch out for the little volcano bursts. Oof. Oh gosh. Wait, why would I get hit by a random body? Beautiful, isn't it? What is over there? There seems to be something over there. Over there! Oh my gosh, what are these things? Gross. Oof. What was that? Ooh, cave. Why is there a cave there? I think we better run away, folks. We gotta run away. One thing that I've learned way too well in Elden Ring is basically never try to pick a fight with more than one thing. Just don't do it. It's always a mistake. What is that pile of poop over there? Oh, it's just stones. It is just stones, everyone. Don't worry. Ooh, and this is another site of grace. Have we actually been here before? Yes, we have. Let's see, we are here, right next to the hermit village. Wyndham Catacombs. It seems like I must have left those open. Let's try to get to them, maybe? Might be a fun dungeon sort of thing. Who am I kidding? There's no such thing as fun dungeons here in Elden Ring. There's the door. I guess let's check it out. What's the worst that can happen, right? This place seems very familiar. But it's got, I put a marker on it, so therefore I must not have finished it. Gotta always take it slow in these situations. Summoning pool is now functional. That might lead me to a boss, so maybe not yet. What? Oof, I activated something. What was that? Oh, I can see the holes that were shooting at me. But what did I activate? Okay. Root resin. Let me put on my light, actually. Might be for the best. Where is that thing? Okay, so now we should be able to see that there's like a switch right there. Don't press the switch. And what if we pull this lever? Well, I think that's to call back the elevator, so maybe we just go and check out the elevator? Maybe we can turn off the light, just in case there's any monsters that might see us because we're using the light. You generally don't want to take the straightforward path. What is that? Wow. I don't think they like me. Can I actually fire back at them? Huh, nice. I bet if I shot them with a different element, it might be better. But it's not as good because the lightning actually doesn't have that traveling arc. Down it goes. What if I shield myself with my return fire? Will it actually? No. We won't actually shoot it back. That's unfortunate. Maybe we just go up against them. Got him. Okay. Great glovewort. And move with safety, move with caution. There's something there. That's why we see a shade. What do the message? Be wary of the right. Okay. There's something to the right. There they are. Why am I just like... Nice. Got him. And I have some blood loss apparently. Anyone else in this room? I think we're okay. I think grape gloveworts are the compounds that we actually use to level up our spirit summon, so that's actually good. Be wary of Up. The movie Up. Try luring out. Ooh, gross. These things are best dealt with magic. That wasn't a great example. Watch out for its weird stinger. Generally, the easy thing is to get them with fire, but unfortunately I don't have any of my fire spells with me. Move, move, move. Oh my gosh, why is it hitting me? Okay, I think we got most of the goopy stuff. Maybe. There's still a couple skeletons. What if we stick to the sides? No, see, that was a bad idea. That was a horrible idea. Can I just... Why is it killing me? Move! Jeez! Oh my gosh, just move! How could it do so much blasted damage? Okay, got it. What a nightmare. Jeez, what a nightmare. Okay. And I bet that we'll probably see more of those coming. You know, at the very least, once you actually spot them, they're easy enough to fight. The problem is that you're generally not really able to react to them. Get over here, rotten pile of puke. Where's my light? I can't see a thing. Thank you. Once again, I was very concerned with just whoa, hey, let go, let go, let go. Half my life. Half my life. I have no defense, folks. Okay. They're out for the count. Out for the count of Monte Cristo, as I like to say. Monte Crispy? Exactly. Whoa! That freaked me out. How is it that these little piles of puke have like sharp things in them? They must hide them really well. Okay, good. Some smithing stones for our troubles. At the very least, the light allows us to see just a bit better. Okay, got it. Wow. And we're basically at that 40,000 point, which means that we should potentially back out and just level up. Maybe, potentially, possibly. Just a second here, folks. Okay, I think we're doing well. Just gotta make sure that we don't get hit by like a random drop. And that fella is gonna try and trick us. Wait. What was that? Lightning from above? Should I have just ran in? Did I trigger a trap? Oh, there's a slab right there, huh? Look at that. Why was I not warned of the trap? Ugh, more of these fools. At the very least, they're not the type of skeleton that comes back. Which is always nice. It's always nice to fight monsters that don't come back to life, you know? You know, it's the simple things in life. Don't want to be gripped by one of those fellas. They just keep coming. Okay, good. Ooh, ghost glove wort. We have definitely been collecting a good chunk of ghost glove words, which again are useful for... Oh gosh, that looks like a person of great interest. Can we actually make it out to the other side without facing them? It seems like this is only a one-way. That's not a boss, but They look big and menacing, which is always a no-no in this game. Maybe if I kite them, that might be enough. I kind of have this feeling that maybe I should just go back to the side of grace, level up, and then take my chances. Yeah, let's play it safe. Let's play it safe here, folks. I do not want to lose these runes in vain. Better safe than sorry, as they say. It's no better to be safe than sorry. Run, run, run. Stay away from any obvious traps, please. Up the elevator. I am, if anything, incredibly possessive of the runes that I earn. And so after I beat like a boss or two, I'm just like, okay, I need to find a moment to level up. Don't press the thing. Don't press the thing. Just because I've been in way too many situations where I basically just lose everything. Use items. Oh, what is that? What is that thing? Stormrock feather. Trina's lily. Exceedingly rare to find. Exceedingly so. So we need about 5,000. I need about 5,000. 200 runes, that's 800. 1,200 runes. I mean, I think we can just go with the big one. Go for the big one. Okay, and we might have enough. Let's see. Level up. Still need 500. Okay. And just in time, because we need to take an ad break very soon. Let's use selected number. Beautiful. Let's level up. And the next thing that we're leveling up, I forget what these do. I always have to look at the explanation every single time I'm leveling up. This is HP and fire resistance, of course. Mind determines focus. Endurance is robustness. And heavy equipment, of course. Strength is strength. Dexterity, intelligence we don't worry about. Faith is 24. Arcane we also don't worry about. So if we're trying to be strong and good, maybe vigor, fire resistance. Maybe it's endurance. No, I think it's robustness, right? And this might actually help us with our equipment. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do endurance. Nice, and that should give us actually a bit more robustness. It'll allow us to equip slightly heavier things, maybe? Maybe, potentially. I don't know. But yeah, let's actually just rest ourselves here, and let's go on a 3-minute break. I gotta take young Chur out, so maybe like a 4-minute break. We will be back with more Elden Ring after this. and welcome back to the Ale Standy Please stream. I'm your host, Ale Standy, also known as Ale's gentleman streamer, alias Maximus, the world's least interesting man. And welcome back to the stream, folks. We are playing Elden Ring, and we are working our way through a dungeon, collecting some ghost glove warts. We just leveled up, so we're feeling pretty good right now. Every single time I level up, I feel, for a lack of a better term, invincible. And that is because I feel like I can take more risks. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Okay, so we got some talismans here. Cerulean. What was I wearing before? Stamina recovery speed. Non-physical damage negation might be good. This is just like for everything in general. But then I had this robustness. Can we actually equip something heavier now that we actually leveled up? Ooh, it actually stays. Thank goodness. Maybe we won't have to wear this stinky helmet anymore. Yes. Can we change anything else at this point? Guardian Greaves. That turns to heavy load. Heavy load. Heavy load. Everything turns to heavy load. But at the very least, we were able to change our hood to the Banished Knight. Look at that. Finally, an outfit that I am not completely torn about. Okay. This is good. Oh, let me change spells. Let me change spells, shall I? Shall I? So we got all of these lightning spells. We got the Black Flame. I don't think we ever used a poison. What's a good fire spell? Catch Flame. Flame Sling was always relatively reliable, I want to say. And we can't do Flame of the Fell God. Okay. In terms of flasks, we don't have enough golden seeds. Allocate flask charges. Let's go with having, at the very least, let's go with 11 versus 2. Okay. Now let's go in here and let's rock this joint with my new helmet. Can we actually go in through these doors? Locked by some contraption. Okay. Make sure you don't step in on that. And go in. Go in, go in. Okay. And I think there's an enemy right here, right? Something like that. Oh no, I think this is the one where they start throwing crap at me. I think we might still go with the lightning spear simply because of the range. Ouch, I got hit. I got hit. One of them is down. And then the other one we take down through conventional means. Nice. Some more smithing stones for our troubles. Walk slowly down the passage. And yeah, right over here is when we encounter that goblin thing. What are you even doing here? I can't hit them unless I'm right there. Not coming out. I'm surprised. Okay, it's out. And now a second one's supposed to drop, I think. There. Cut them down. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like my shield really negates that magic. Unfortunately. Okay, and then this is the room, of course, with all the juicies. With the juicies. But at the very least, now I've got my fire spell. You know what? I actually don't know that that's that much better. But I will use it. Oh, there's another one right there. We ran out of juice. Down it goes. Whew. I forgot about this chump. How am I supposed to swing my blade in these very tight quarters? Right, and there's a goop right there. Goop, of course, as brought to you by Gwyneth Paltrow. Maybe I can set it on fire. Let's see. What's my range? Yes. That was lovely. Let's see. Let's check out for more of these things that just drop from the ceiling. There's another one right there. There's two of them actually, side by side. Can my flames reach it? Throw it! Yes. I love how I didn't even aim for that one. Okay. And then the next one. I am very quickly running out of magic here. Should have brought a few more magic pots. You're not swinging. Why are you not swinging properly? It's so bad. You know, not that I disagree with the particular idea behind the weapon, but I feel like you either have like a really like a war axe that is basically handheld, or you have like the really long like halberd, right? I feel like this is like a strange mid-sized weapon. It's like a sword. It's like if a sword had an axe thing at the end. Seems a little silly to me. Unfortunately, it's the weapon that I've been leveling up, so we're kind of stuck with it until we can just waste magic on everything. Watch out for this chump. Got them. Decent chunk of experience here. Don't. Are you gonna step on the thing? Because that'll be funny if he steps on it. It doesn't do anything. Of course it doesn't do anything. I thought he was gonna trigger the trap. Get rid of all these ads before we go on for the big person. Wouldn't it be funny if the swing of my halberd actually caused the trap to trigger? It would be kind of funny, I think. More goopies. Any more goopies? Submitted for your approval. Goopies. Touch bloodstain. Let's see how this person perished. I think it's that knight that probably chased them. Maybe. Great violet. Let's see, what does this thing say? Night ahead, therefore time for a trap. Let's try and kite them, I guess. Let's do that. This might be a total whiff, but you know what? We've gotten this far. Actually, I forgot that I wanted to equip. What is it? The Godefroy thing. Boost physical non-damage negation. His amulet. It has charged spells and skills. Well, it's spells and skills. It's not charged attacks. So maybe we keep it as is. I like the idea of enhanced charged attacks. That sounds wonderful. Primal glintstone. Here come, meet the glintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. Okay, we're gonna try and kite them. I don't think this is gonna work, but you know what? It's my party, and I will cry if I want to. If they prove to be too much, I might just rush to the ladder behind them. Nice. Wait, what was that? Oh, thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous. Whoa. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, just drink the potion! I am having such trouble recharging. Down I go. I basically lost focus because every time I rolled past the red potion, I kept going through it, and then I was like, okay, focus, just touch the thing, it'll be fine. And then of course he comboed me, which is never a good time. Let's just rush in. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Where's my elevator? that was frustrating. That should have been a lot cleaner, I think. That probably was just like a very simple fight because he was losing a good amount of health while I was just kiting him. But of course they are lightning enemies, so it doesn't make sense that they would be that affected by lightning strikes. Maybe I wonder if I just run over there, how much collateral damage I'll have. Sometimes I kind of just hate having to do it the methodical way. Okay, so that one is gone. Let's go ahead and fight this one. Okay. And then there's one on the right over here. Of course. Which would be easier to manage if my weapon wasn't so chunky. Lovely. Wow. There goes that 3,000. And this is very much what I mean when I talk about just like the combo. It doesn't matter if you're level 100. 2 enemies combo you, you're done. You're done. Get out of here. I'm gonna rush in. There's no fear for rune loss at this point. Oh, right. I forgot. Streamlabs, why do you keep saying that? I don't... We changed our name to the, Ale Puffs. Okay, we're just running. I'm tired of this. Taking way too long. I know 3,000 is really nothing to whine about, but I kind of just hate like losing anything. I don't wanna. Don't make me do things over, game. What if I... Okay. So now, rather than go after every single jelly at the top, what we're gonna do is we are going to try and pick off the ones that are directly center, so that we don't waste so much time and magic just kiting everybody. Or maybe I should just run in and see what happens. That's not gonna really help us. Ah, the methodical approach is so painful. But we must. There, 2 of them. We're not gonna waste magic for the ones that are already on the floor. I think it makes more sense to do that for the ones that happen drop. But this takes such a long time. Ouch. My body. It aches. I can't. This is... This thing just keeps piercing me, despite all my defensive tactics. I know all your moves. Okay, so there's directly one above us. We're not gonna worry about the ones on the sides. Yeah, don't worry about those. Get that one right there. Why am I worried about reading a message? I just need to hit things. Okay. Got him. So don't worry about any of the folks on the sides. I think we're okay without going after them. Let's just worry about these additional skeletons. The skeleton ads, if you will. Careful because of ads, of course. Got him. Okay, good. See, we've already got 3,000. What? 3,000? Trying not to hit that blasted trap right there. It makes fighting so much more strategic. Positioning. You know, when you think of great combat, you're constantly thinking about positioning. I am definitely not. Okay. So now we are back to where we started, basically. Gonna try and kite that enemy. Maybe with lightning. And then just call them over for a fight that they will never forget. Come here for an unforgettable fight, why don't you? And from here we can get them. Oh, wonderful. Total miss and a total miss. I like how they were just basic enemies, by the way. No real preparation needed. I simply just waffled the last time. It was just a waffle. Gotta get all of these glove words. Okay, let's keep going. 'Cause I'm born to be, or what I'm born to. Okay, and there's a fog door, maybe? A fog door leghorn, as they say. Who says that? Wow. Oof. I literally like heard the trap and I just dodge roll to avoid it. No place is safe. Is that another one of these? Of course. Ah, these blasted trolls. Forked hatchet. Yeah, like I'll ever need one of those. Examine. Sure. Do I have them? No, of course not. It was probably like a good treasure. Great treasure. Ah, that's unfortunate. I see an enemy. Is that a little troll? I think it is a little troll. I wonder if he will notice me. Is this the room where you fight like a million trolls or goblins, imps? I think they're all imps, right? I think they're imps. I just want to get away from range here. Oh, wait. What? What happened? There was like a... I wish I would have understood what the trigger was. It might have made things just a bit more, I don't know, manageable. Manageable, is that? Okay, we're running in. Again, we're just running in. Tired of this. I am tired of these snakes on this plane. No, I refuse to curse. So we'll go all the way past the guard with the lightning spear, and hopefully take the ladder behind them. That'll be the plan. Let's see if we can actually pull it off. This might be a ridiculous attempt, but we've gone through this, so we owe it to ourselves. Goodbye, everyone. I don't care. Hello. Ouch, my back. I just heard a Discord. Why did I hear a Discord? Who knows? You never know these things. Ouch. Wait, why am I still here? Go away! Oh my gosh. It's like I literally tried to roll past and I couldn't. Oh, I see. Ah, never mind. That was a good Discord. It was a good Discord. Okay, we're trying to run in again. So silly. It was like Fusilli Jerry. All up in here. I think maybe that's one of the things that if I were to change anything about Elden Ring, it would probably be just the fact that because of how it is built, there's no actual way to go back to the mistake that you did without traversing everything that came before it. So yeah, it makes it so that you have to repeat a lot of things. Hey, it's this person. Oh, that's just a shadow. Just a shade. It made me frustrated that I couldn't simply goodbye, everyone. Skip that person. Why would they just get me like that? I don't get it. I am so much faster than everybody here. I am the fastest man. I'm the fastest man alive. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on this side. Why would he combo me this bad? Okay. Well, there I go. So I guess the way to really do this is just a methodical way. Because even if we make it all the way over there, everything is chasing us by that point. Fine. But by the time we get to the room with the giant trap, I gotta figure out what exactly is the trigger for the elevator and the elevation. That's really what's gonna be the key. Actually, you know what? Rather than me trying to figure it out, I should probably just look it up. Wyndham Ruins. Wyndham. Actually, that reminds me of the wrestler Barry Windham, who's I have no actual recollection of him other than his name. It's the only other time that I've seen the word Wyndham. Trap. Trapped within. Okay. Glass shard. Blah blah blah. Sorry, are you a chatty streamer? just asking because I found your stream randomly through chatty hashtag. Well, you know what? I feel like that is probably something that you would determine for yourself. I certainly consider it, but I certainly can't make the claim. But certainly welcome. Feel free to chat. I also noticed that my regular chat window is not responding here. Both ruins hitting an imp, crystal darts, blah blah blah, putrid corpses. I also like enjoy that name, Mad Sophia, or is it Mad Sophia? Certainly feel free to let us know. Top of the ladder, trap, lightning scorpion charm. Ooh, that would have been a good one. Room with a spiked ceiling. If the player standing on the platform when it is raised to the top, the floor will raise rapidly to stab the player on the ceiling. 2 imps throwing lightning bombs. Without taking damage, step on the platform to make it rise, turn around and off into the alcove behind you before it reaches the ceiling, taking care not to get staggered by the waiting imp. Okay, I think I get it. Let's see, can you see my chats? Yes, I can see your chats. Can you not? Are you not able to listen to my responses? But let me actually reset my stream deck for a second. Not my stream deck, my prompter. How can I do that from here? Prompter. There it goes. It's just a second here, folks. Try this again. I feel like this thing just pulls in and out of existence as it pleases. And add. Okay, hopefully now it actually shows. Okay. Sorry, can you repeat that? I missed it. Very sorry. Well, I said that I cannot claim to be a chatty streamer. I certainly suggest it, but I cannot claim it so. And then I said, I like your name. And then I said it's either Mad Sophia or Mad Sophia. And then I went on about my business about this and that with the Elden Ring. But you're fine. Yeah, my prompter is just not showing. Okay, there it goes. That is cool. Thank you so much. Are you a fan of the Elden Ring, Mad Sophia? By the way, my name is Sophia Rose. Well, I do love roses. Welcome, welcome, Sophia. Let me know what you'd prefer to address you as. Okay, what we're gonna do is once again just try and be as methodical as possible here. I think now that we figured out the elevator trap, we might be okay. Why do I get bumped back? Cast it down with lightning. When in doubt, cast lightning. And Mad Alpha, it's my company name. Oh, I see. Mad Alpha. Okay. That's a pretty cool username. What word am I looking for? A good username portmanteau. Do you know about Mad Alpha? No. Is it a company that is potentially trying to sell me graphics? Because if it is, by Jove, I will have no restraint. Alright, take this sucker down. You know what? Let's just actually go rush him. Let's bum rush them. Got him. Oh, really? It's an international company. Well, that sounds fun. If you want, you can Google it. Trust me, I will not do that right now. But do tell me about it. I do know of a company known as Alpha Acid. And that is actually a brewery, a local brewery. Because I'm a fan of the beers. I love beers. And I love alpha acids. Can you accept my follow request on IG? Why? Tell me why? Why should I do that? Got him. Okay. And let's see here. There we go. Right, so now we are going to try and approach this as methodically as possible. The goopies are gonna fall on us, of course. The goopies. Huzzah! Ah, these things are so persistent. And they're not even worth the experience, unfortunately. Move, 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 move. Wow, we just cannot hit them like that. I need my light. Because of the types of quarters in which we find ourselves, we can only swing vertically. Move. Got him. One more, maybe. Whew. And now this chump. Did you receive my follow? Why would I check my Instagram while I'm fighting? Can you tell me? Can you tell me before I send you on your way? Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Okay, and I think there's one goopy right there. Beautiful. Sorry, I missed it again. You're welcome to watch the VOD, Sophia. Gosh. Let's do this. Alright, so now the skeletal warriors coming at us. I can accept it after the stream. Maybe. I'll think about it. It's like, well, we offer... I see. Do tell. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. And there you go. Goodbye. I gotta say though, I definitely found Sophia to be a lovely name. So at the very least, kudos for making me think of wonderful thoughts. Okay, I think we got rid of all of these folks. And then there's Lightning Man. We're gonna drink some of our health potion over here. And then we're gonna kite this person. Before that, of course, let's go ahead and enjoy some Cap'n Hazy to your health. You know, that was almost enjoyable. Almost enjoyable. I'm talking about that that conversation. could have been a friend. We could have been great friends. We could have ran the fields together. Down the Emerald Isle, you know? Oh, no, nuts. Boom. Down they go. I think once they do their initial strike, we can very easily overwhelm them, which is not bad. Okay, so there's a little gargoyle right there. It would have been nice to... Oh, come on, every time. If it's not one thing, it's another. This dungeon is very much just all about the traps. It's all about that trap, that trap. Okay, and so don't press that. We're gonna get on the elevator, but then not get on the elevator. That's the plan. Can I actually strike that thing before we even... Got him. Maybe we can do one more lightning spear here. Okay, it's gone. Now, my question is, are there any more gargoyles that we need to worry about? Because according to the strategy, there was, at the very least, one other gargoyle that we needed to worry about. So let's step in. Let's wait for it to do its thing. It goes down. Well, how would we actually make it past? Thank you so much for the follow. Follows are anonymous, of course. You may introduce yourself, or like me back in college, become the anonymous duelist. Don't tell my college friends I said that. Okay, so how do we actually get... Maybe we just activate it, run in. Maybe we run in at this point. Let's run in. Okay. We made it through. Oh, and there was another one right there, huh? It's not worth my time considering that it can't reach me. I do declare. Okay. Okay, I think we're safe, everyone. We're safe. In case you were worried about it. I think we're okay. So... Oh, no. Is that a... Oh, no. Okay. I don't think we're safe anymore. Let's drink some potions. Let's get this person with the shield. They're gonna come directly at us. But I think we should be able to kite them. For at least the first round. Got him. I can't believe that gargoyle was also waiting for us right there. It's so good. This is probably one of the few times where I'm just like, oh, it's nice that my halberd has that kind of like range of motion, because it would not have been able to hit the enemy that way. Tell me that this is the lever that opens the door to the boss enemy, because that would be nice. Liar ahead. Let her rip. Bam, 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 bam. Somewhere a heavy door has opened. Good. Okay, so now we can actually go back and face the boss of this dungeon potentially. Let's not press any traps. Let's not be silly like that. Let's not be silly like Mr. Fiend, of course. Now the question is, how do we get back without getting crushed by the ceiling? I think we're gonna have to go into the room with that sucker over there. So we better take him out. Look at that. My shots don't have an arc. One more. Okay, got him. So the idea here is that I will go down, and then as soon as the ceiling starts elevating me, I'll run into that little alcove over there, because we won't actually make it out the door. Go, go, go. Oh, okay. Close. And we got a smithing stone, which is nice. Now all we gotta do is go back the way we came. Watch out for traps. And like I said, all we have to do is go back the way that we came. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Shouldn't, couldn't. Wouldn't. I really hope that whoever it is we are facing, it is somebody that allows us to use the what is it called? A summon. Hey, welcome in, Laker. How are you doing today? Happy Friday. How goes the Elden Ring? You know, I gotta tell you, I don't know. No, wait, you were here the last time I was playing Elden Ring, right? I think you were here when I was trying to fight that Godskin noble. I actually beat them very early on stream, and that's because I somehow managed to get them to fall asleep to like some pots, sleep pots, obviously. So I was pretty happy about that. And then we've more or less been meandering, trying to find like a thunder talisman to help us with a future fight. Hello, hello, Winter. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Let me give you a shouty. Thank you so much for popping in, Winter. Anybody watching right now, highly encourage you follow Winter Soul YK, fellow Fruity member, plays a lot of different games. I would love to know if you have a specific genre that you follow, Winter, but I mostly pay attention when you're playing fighting games and things of that sort. So yes, fellow Fruity member, last seen playing Just Chatting, which, you know, chatting is always good. By the way, let me formally apologize. I completely forgot to mention the fact that you sent some biddies my way yesterday. Thank you so much for doing that. I was so wrapped in my head trying to wrap up the stream that I completely missed it. So thank you for doing that. Super generous of you. But yeah, just trying to finish this dungeon here in Elden Ring. Trying. Fighting games, RPGs, and platformers. Watch out for that trap. Don't step on the trap, friends. And actually, here's a game series that I don't think I've ever seen you play. But do you enjoy Soul Calibur? That was probably my favorite weapons-based 3D fighter. Not that I was any good at it, but I enjoyed it. I was a Sophitia player. Let's see, something. Love Soul Calibur. Yeah, the last one I played, as most people, was Soul Calibur 6. Actually, I played it on stream a very, very long time ago. I was literally trying to... Ooh, this is an elevator. It doesn't seem like there's any door here. But, what was I saying? So I was playing, I was trying to go through like the multiple story modes in that game. and that was a lot of fun. But then it kind of just forces you to play the story mode for characters that you're not necessarily so keen on playing with, and so I kind of just lost the thread. Like, I like Sophitia, I like Raphael, and every once in a while I also like to play Hildy. Hildy is quite fun. Let's see, I've been begging for a collection for years. Well, let me join you there. Hey Kiora, good to see you. Thank you so much for popping in. How goes your Friday? Thank you so much for joining us today here in my corner of the net. Anybody watching right now, kindly consider giving Kiora of Mist a follow. Another team member, last seen playing Makers and Crafting. I don't think I've ever actually seen that game. Is it actually a game? Or is it actually crafting? Definitely feel free to let us know. But thank you so much for popping in. Let's see. I'm a Sungmina player since Soulblade. You know what? And I was going to say that I used to play Keelik a lot because of his range, but once I unlocked Sungmina in Soul Calibur 2, I was just like, no, this is way better. This is way better. But yeah, let's see. Don't play Street Fighter, but I've been thinking about it recently. Yeah, I should go back to Street Fighter 6. I wanted to complete the story mode, and then I never did. I feel like there's another secret passage somewhere. No, it doesn't seem like it. Good, I've been seeing you a lot on TikTok lately, and I love your vids. Wait, do you mean me? Do you actually mean me? You know, I am very much on the low speed range when it comes to TikToks. I literally release one TikTok per week because that is as much time as I have. Like, I clip basically every single one of my streams, but I only ever do one TikTok, and they're very like low production. They're literally just like, oh, this is the clip, and maybe add some captions to it, and that's it. Let's see. I crochet. Okay, nice. Thank you for explaining. Sorry, I totally thought that may have been like a game, and I was like, wait a sec, I don't think I've ever heard about that game. So thank you for explaining. We've got ads in about 2 minutes, folks, so maybe let me catch up on chat, and then we'll break for like 2-3 minutes before we take on this boss fight. Let's see. I'll send my fiance over the way she crochets as well. That's cool. Nightmare, Link, Sophitia, Sungmina for me. You know, my brother was a Nightmare player, and no matter how good I got, if he comboed me twice with that big sword, I was out. He enjoyed it. He relished it. I like the idea of Nightmare, but I could never play him. 6 is hella fun. Absolutely. If you ever need of an editor, hit me up, fam. Hey, well, I appreciate the offer there. I never know what to ask people. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a break here. Do you normally play Souls-like? Actually, this is my first Souls-like ever. Elden Ring, I've never actually played any of the other Souls game. And the only reason, now that I have a taste for them, that I haven't played them is because I haven't finished this game. Rest assured that if I ever finish Elden Ring, I will absolutely play other Souls-like. But, as I was saying, we gotta take that ad break, folks. We will be back with more Elden Ring after this. And hello and welcome back to the Ales Dandy Please stream. I'm your host, Ales Dandy, also known as Ales, also known as Dandy, gentleman streamer, the excellence of an execution, the world's least interesting man. And welcome back to stream, folks. We are playing Elden Ring. Thank you very much for the welcome back, Winter. And this was also your first Souls-like. That's pretty cool. Have you played many more since then? Thank you so much for the welcome back, Kiora. And I'm glad that you enjoyed those rules. You know, I definitely wrote that when I first started Feature. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Give me just a second here. Let me pop back into intermission for a second here, so we can actually see him. I saw the cute puppers. That's my boy Churro right over there. There he is. There he is. Let's give him a treat. So Churro's my corgi boy of 7. Let me try and get him to pop into camera. What? He's my little partner in crime, and people feed him whenever they've got the channel points. So thank you very much for doing that. He's a little wild boy. He's kind of a naughty, but I do love him. So yeah, with that, let's go back to live. Let's go back to live. But yeah, I think I crafted those rules when I first started on Twitch, and I was just like, do folks actually read this stuff? And so I just decided to get creative with it. But I'm glad that you may have gotten a laugh out of them. Welcome, Kitty. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for popping in. Happy Friday, Kitty. It is wonderful to see you. And of course, like M. Bison once said, kindly consider following the Kitty Tobin's fellow Fruity member. Focuses on JRPGs. Last seen playing, of course, Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. Thank you so much for joining us, Kitty. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna face this monster. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you're still around, Winter, but today we are enjoying a hazy IPA. I don't know if you can see that. This one is a crossover, a collabo, but from Coronado Brewing and Humboldt C. It is a Capt'n Surf, which is nice. It basically tastes like you're enjoying mango juice. Quite delightful. But I remember that you said that you enjoyed IPAs, which is why I brought it up. All right, let's get in here. Yeah, it's certainly nice that we've got so many fruities in the house today. Very much appreciated. You folks are the best. Oh no, and of course here it is, time for ales not to mess up. Not an IPA fan myself, but there are a few I do enjoy. And yeah, kind of like what I was saying yesterday is that I'm not a fan of like big bitter beers, which are mostly like the West Coast style IPAs. Even though I will have one every once in a while. What I do like are the ones that are hazy, under the hazy category, which are a little more fruity. They use their hops during the fermentation process, which allows those hops to give the beer more floral and more like tropical fruit-like flavors. I very much enjoy those. All right, let's go into the mist. Can I call a friend? Yes, we can call a friend. Woo. Get him. Wow. Wow. That is a hit. I like how Oleg is just like tanking the thing. Ouch. Can you do all the work, please? Oh no, don't hit my friend. Get him. Wolf's Kiss. We got a glove word, Picker's Bell Bearing, which is something that probably gives us the ability to summon a merchant at the bell bearing
I could do
place.
this all day.
Thank you for that, Kitty. I will tell you that I can put up with a fight for about an hour before I give up on it completely. That is how long I can do it for. that was stressful. If it's not obvious to y'all, I waffle under stress, and this game puts me in a lot of stress all the time. So the fact that I can eke out victories suggests that anybody can play this game. All right, cool. So that is this location. It's funny because what we actually wanted to do was to go to the old Altus tunnel. We ended up going to this place instead, and now we may have enough runes to go buy stone sword keys, which is what we need in order to enter the old Altus tunnel. We need about 2 of them. So let's go to the round table hold. Let's give the ball bearings to the old ladies. Have you heard of Three Floyds Brewery? I have not. Where are they located? Is it a local brewery for you? So actually, Humble Sea, which I just mentioned, is very close to me in Half Moon Bay, and that is of course in the Bay Area. And Half Moon Bay is very dear to me because that's where I got married. Indiana. Yeah, I don't think I've seen them. That name sounds familiar, but I don't think I know them off the top of my head. Munster, Indiana. Okay, gotcha. Do they have like a good selection of beers over there? And we also have a good set of ghost gloveworts. Oh my gosh, what is... Oh, I thought that the fingers were bleeding. That's a weird sentence to say. Okay. Let me find the... Might not be super common outside of the Midwest. Gotcha. Yeah, and you know, I feel like that happens a lot with local breweries. I used to live in North Carolina, and they have a ridiculously good craft beer scene. But ever since I left that area, I can't say that I've seen most of their stuff. Rogier. Oh wait, offer a ball bearing. Okay. And ball bearing shop 1. Did we give it to her? No ball bearing to offer. Wait, but didn't we just give her like a ball bearing? Huh. That's a little unusual. What can we purchase? Okay, and so she's selling 3 stone sword keys. I might as well just go ahead and purchase all of them, because no matter what, I always need these things. Let me go ahead and buy all of them. What? 4,000? And they're also selling some ghost gloveworts, which is nice. We might have to use those later. Okay, cool. So now that we have this these stone swords, we can actually go back into the dungeon that we just escaped from, and we can actually open that door. If I remember where it was. Black Knife Catacombs. I can't, you know, I might jinx myself here by suggesting it, but I feel like we've made some good progress today, which is very different than these sessions go. Tree Gazing Hill. Okay, let's go over here. But yes, as I like to say, all my love to long ago. Favorite beer of theirs is called Gumball Head. It's a wheat pale ale.
but it's got grapefruit and peach aromatics with a lemon finish. That's quite the descriptor there. I can tell you right now that my entry point into beers, that my partner actually helped me get into beers, was actually wheat beers, and to this day, there's no wheat beer that I don't enjoy. Sometimes they can be a little too citrusy, but if you got like some lime flavor to it, some lemon, even some grapefruit, yeah, I think it actually complements it well. So it's a slight bitter start with a sweet aftertaste. That sounds delightful. I thought with a name like Gumball Head, it was probably going to be like some kind of IPA or something like that, but beer names are very deceiving. Okay, let's go down the hill. If I were to suggest what my favorite wheat beers are, they're actually of the German variety. I very much enjoy German wheat beers, also known as Hefeweizens. They're delightful. Oh wait, can we not just teleport over there? Erdtree Gazing Hill. Gelmir Heroes Cave. Wyndham Catacombs, yes. I wish I liked beer. You know what, Kitty? I want to say like 80% of people that I call my friends do not care for beer. And that's okay. It's not your cup of tea. Life is too short to attempt to enjoy something that you don't care for. Alright, we're gonna have to make it all the way to the to where those what do you call it? Imps were. The imps. I like fruity drinks myself. Would you suggest that there is a particular fruity drink that you like? Is like a smoothie or like a slushy? I can say that probably. You say fruity, and I immediately start thinking about ciders, because
It's time to duel!
Welcome in, Ty. I appreciate it. You finally made it. You are in the right place, friendo. How are you doing today? I thought you meant alcohol. I mean like pina coladas. Yeah, I actually enjoy pina coladas as well, myself. They're probably one of my go-tos when it comes to cocktails. Anybody watching right now, go ahead and follow Ty. Actually, I don't think that I've ever pronounced your name fully. Is it Tai Y? Because I do love that rhyming. But fellow Fruity member, last seen playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pokemon Sword and Shield was actually the last generation of Pokemon that I played. So I hope you're having a blast with it. I want pina coladas now. I want pina coladas all the time. But you know what? Generally, if I start with beer, I don't want to have anything else because I don't want to cross my wires. Tai-E-Y-E. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's funny because I played up to Generation 4 in Pokemon. What is it? Diamond and Pearl. I stopped playing it about halfway. And then I didn't touch a Pokemon game until I started playing Shield. Come on. It's like we're hurling garbage at each other. Alright, now we're gonna go in and get this fella. Down you go. Down you go. Just got home from grinding away on the Python scripts. Wanted to figure out some preliminary figure ideas for the paper. Nice. Well, I certainly hope that your efforts were fruitful, Ty. I certainly do not understand the language of coding. Whenever I think one of my brothers actually does a bit of programming,
And every time they start talking about anything, I'm just like, well, I know logo writer, sort of. That's neither here nor there. Get that chump. Okay. Whew, we're safe. We're safe, everyone, we're safe. Since I'm meeting with my supervisor Monday to talk about it, I'm sure you'll be ready for the discussion, Tai. I actually meet with my supervisor on Tuesdays. Alright, now the goopies are gonna fall. Watch out for the goopies. Move, move, oof. I can't believe that we have to methodically attack little piles of puke. Okay, got it. They definitely hit like there's no tomorrow. The only thing that I do, like if there was no tomorrow, is dancing. Okay. It's so challenging to try and swing this thing within the confines of a corridor. Okay, I know there's another goopy here on the ceiling, so let's go ahead and get it before it gets us. Nice. Okay, now to the skeletons. This one should be relatively simple, unless they gang up on us. Gotta watch out for getting ganged up on. I hear water. I hear water somewhere. What's going on? Oh, one of the enemies. Gotcha. They multiplied. Like rabbits, they multiplied. And as you can see, there's a trap in the middle of the floor. So gotta make sure not to press that. Got him. Love to see them all fall at the same time. Okay, down they go. Now the next enemy that we have to worry about is... Oh, what is this thing? Looks like there's like a small aperture. I wonder if there's like a fake wall somewhere. Because we haven't been able to go in that direction yet. Would be nice. But yeah, here's hoping that everybody's having a mellifluous Friday afternoon. Maybe just looking forward to some nice weekends for y'all. I don't know that I have too many great plans myself, but I know that we're getting takeout tonight, and that's always a reason to celebrate. Let's see, are you suffering through a graduate degree as well? I am not, Tai. But I did once, a long time ago. Kudos to you though for the effort. Education is very important. Alright, let's blast this person. And now, let's take up arms. And of course that was not the intended effect. Stop. Okay, shield versus shield. And boom. I thought he was gonna get me the moment that my halberd struck the column. Okay, now is there any invisible walls here? I gotta check because I have not been able to see any other way to enter that. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. I think we're safe to continue on up. And get that pendant. Okay. Oh, and there's a trap right behind us. So make sure not to activate this little tablet right here. Enemy's gonna pop right there. Boom. Okay, great. And now we use our stone sword key here. Beautiful when it's in bloom. Okay, let's hope that it's not like a trap or something like that. Just walk in slowly. Oh, seems like it's okay. Lightning Scorpion Charm. What is that? Raises lightning attack but lowers damage negation. Okay, so basically if you're trying to equip for an enemy that might be weak against lightning, that's probably the way to go. I think that is it for this dungeon. Of course there's this location where you can fight this creature right over here, which I will. I'm trying to see if there's like an alternative way to enter that hidden area. So let's get that thing. Got him. And maybe one more. Okay, there it goes. Now what we're going to do is we're going to elevate this trap. And then we're gonna run in. Run. Whew, okay. We're not gonna go through that room. Wait, what? Oh, this thing. Let's get rid of this one too. Boy, you stress me out. Okay, down it goes. And what I was actually trying to see is whether or not there's like there's an alternative exit here, but maybe not. And I know that there's an enemy right on the side over here. Or, yeah, somewhere around here. Like basically just waiting right there. How dare you? Breaking their poise. Beautiful. Okay. And that's fine. Let's see if there was any hidden doors here. And if there isn't, I think we're done with this place. I think that will be it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there was really anything. Let's go ahead and head back the way we came. And really the way to go back safely, of course, is to try and go to this alcove over here. Nice. Okay, and now we're gonna go down and drop. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. That was so silly. Okay, we're safe. Back to safety, back to safety. I should never play games like this. They're bad for the blood. Okay, but I think we're probably just gonna go ahead and start wrapping up here. Let me go back to the site of grace and we'll say our goodbyes. I think that's probably for the best. I really wish that I could have found some way to enter this thing though. Gotten all that treasure right there. Praise the message and then try door. Praise the message. Like make a pose. Do I even have any of these poses? Warm welcome, casual greeting. Calm down, warm welcome, wave. Jump for joy, triumphant delight. Nod in thought, polite bow, bow. As you wish, curtsy, bow. Rapture, prayer, the ring. Oh, maybe this one. Let's select gesture. Okay, so let's do ring. Does that do anything? I don't think that actually worked. Oh well. I think we're fine. Let's get out of here. So let's get out of here and find some shade. Watch out for obvious traps. Oh yeah, this thing over here. Talk about obvious traps. What about the elevator? What if we send the elevator up and then wait for it? Is there anything underneath the elevator? Methinks no. Okay, call back the elevator. Get to that site of grace. And go home. Go home and be a family man, like Guile used to say. Oh wait, there was a thing right there. There was like this little alcove. Hold on. We can't leave any stone unturned here. Ooh. What is this place? I'm wondering... No, maybe no secret passage. Maybe it was just like... Maybe it was there for a laugh. Hello, ghost. Welcome. How are you doing today? Happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a good one. And of course, anybody watching out there, I highly encourage you give esteemed Fruity member leader Ghostline a follow. Last seen playing Skies of Arcadia, which is an amazing retro JRPG. Thank you so much for popping in, Ghost. Well, I'm doing okay. I know that you can't probably see it, but every time I play Elden Ring, just like my blood pressure goes up, and I'm being mostly jesting here, but I definitely just get stressed out. I'm just like, oh, I am not made for these games. But I think we did good today. I think we were able to beat a couple of boss fights that were that we had been working on for quite some time. Oh my goodness. And so today was good. Today we actually managed to persevere, thrive, vibe, and I think it was nice. I would be stressed out for sure. Yeah. I definitely. It was definitely a bit rough, but I think we're okay. We're actually close to wrapping up. The only other thing that I wanted to do before closing shop here was actually teleport to the old Altus Tunnel, which is our next destination. But yeah, I hope that you're having a wonderful Friday. Maybe you got a cool weekend ahead of you. Uh, I don't necessarily have like any fun plans myself, but I do, as I was telling chat earlier, I do plan on getting some takeout later. And tell me if there is no fairer way to end the weekend than getting some delicious takeout. Tell me, what kind of takeout? It's funny now that you've asked. I have to mention it. My partner and I have a system where we'll generally get takeout maybe like twice a week. If it's a good week, we'll get takeout twice a week. And so the idea is, it's either on Friday or a Saturday. One of us will actually get to choose. And so one of us, the person that is choosing, will select one of three choices. And then the person opposite to them will actually outright pick one of those choices or completely reject one of those choices. And so as you can imagine, it becomes like this weird game where you're trying to like offer things that you know that they will suggest, so that only the choices that you actually entertain will be chosen. And so it's kind of it's a thing. It's a bit weird, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. My vote is always for pizza because pizza. But thank you for asking. I'm jealous. It is nice to have something to look forward to like end the week, you know? I gotta sleep now. Thank you for stream. Thank you so much for popping in, Verva. I really appreciate the chat. Please recover, get some rest, and I hope we get another opportunity to chat again. And you know what? Maybe we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. It's our Cinderella time, like I like to say. Okay. Well, that was fun. Give me a second here to actually decrease my volume. So that was a good time. I think unlike last week, we actually managed to do a couple of things that we wanted to in this game, which given my experience at Souls-likes is saying a lot. So thank you everyone for joining me today. Let me see if I can actually alt-tab over and go through the number of folks that were kind enough to pop in. Certainly, thank you, Verva, for coming in. Ghost, very much appreciate your company. We had Tai Yi. I admire the level of work that you're putting into your degree. The Next Nightmare, appreciate you. Kiora, of course, enjoy the conversations. Laker97, there's very few people that chat about beers here, so I very much enjoyed that little tidbit. Let's see, Winter, thank you so much for popping in. Kitty, always a grand time. And I may have missed a couple of folks. Oh, we did have that person that was selling us VFX graphics. I do not like you, but I hope that you are well regardless. So yeah, if you like this kind of madness, let's see, I only caught the end, but it was good seeing you, Els. It's always good to see you, Ghost. By the way, I meant to craft a message. Congratulations on the Hot Topic partnership. That's really cool. That is awesome for you. I'm very happy for you. Where was I on my silly script here? If you like this kind of nonsense, and I have no idea why you would, there's so many better things to do out there. Go paint a fence, go bake a pie, enjoy somebody else's stream. But despite those disclaimers, if you enjoy what you see here, I stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays we're doing Mega Man X. Thursdays we're playing Final Fantasy VIII, and on Fridays we're playing Elden Ring. More about that and my schedule on my socials, which are right there. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid. I had an idea as to who to raid. We recently made friends with Masa Muze, who is a fellow cutie stream team member. Let me see if they are still on. because I believe that they were playing Quest 64, which is like one of these legendary Nintendo 64 RPGs. And every time I see somebody playing it, I'm just like, oh, it's that RPG that I heard about. So yes, they are on. Let's go ahead and raid them. Let me go ahead and start that raid. We got a raid message for viewers. Feel free to copy that. And then we got a raid message for followers. So let me copy one of those. But yeah, once again, I hope that everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll be back next Wednesday. As I like to end these things, stay thirsty, Ale Puffs. The sun will rise again. See you next time.